Hey future data nerds, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bella. Today we're diving into worksheets 2 and 3, building on what we did in worksheets 1. I'll be dropping the link in the description below so you can catch up. In this video, we're going to be leveling up by learning how to create a pivot table, use the VLOOKUP function, create a drop-down list using data validation, apply conditional formatting like a pro. So let's get started. Alright, let's dive into worksheet 2, where I'm going to be creating a pivot table to display the project category, potential revenue, and winning bid amounts per category in cells A3. Step 1 is to highlight your entire table using Ctrl or Command plus A. Then head over to the Insert table and click on Pivot Table. So we're going to be creating our pivot table in cell A3. So we need to source for where we're going to create that. As you can see, I want to create it on the existing existing worksheet rather. I'm going to select A3 and click on OK. As you can see, our pivot table field has been displayed. Next, we're going to select project category to display in the pivot table. Then I'm going to go ahead to grab the potential revenue. By the way, you can also drag these fields wherever you want them to be displayed. So I'm just going to organize my column header so my potential revenue comes before my bid amount. So I'm just going to switch it up a little here. As you can see, my potential revenue is before my bid amount. Since the instruction says we should display our winning bid amount, what I'm going to do is select the won or lost status, and I'm going to drag it into the filter option. Just click on yes. Then, as you can see, it's displaying in B1. I'm going to select that. I'm going to deselect everything and filter only one. And this is going to automatically display our winning bid amount according to the potential revenue and the project category. Let's clean up our table and make it look more organized and neat. Now in worksheet 3, we're going to be dealing with 4 tasks, and the first one says we should create a drop-down list in cells B3. So what we're going to do is select our empty cells, which is under cell B3, then head over to Data tab. In our Data tab, we're going to select data validation, or depending on your Excel workbook, the icon. So click on it. We're going to select data validation, right? Then we're going to allow it to be as a list. Here we need to source where our list is going to be gotten from, which is worksheet 2, and we're going to go ahead to select everything in our bid amount column. All right. Then we're going to click on OK. That's what's going to create our drop down lists. As you can see, those little cute arrows, when you click on it, it's going to show you everything we selected from worksheet 2. Now I'm going to go ahead to just fill up the cells to move on to the next task. So in the next task, we're going to be using the VLOOKUP function to display the potential revenue in cell C3 based on the bid amount. So now what we need to do is type out the function, that's the VLOOKUP function, select it, and follow each of these arguments accordingly while using a delimiter to actually separate our arguments. So the first thing is we're going to get our lookup value, which is B3. We're going to select it. We're going to click on delimiter. Then we need to get our table array, which is in worksheet 2. So we're going to head on to worksheet 2 to look for our table array, which is the bid amount. We're going to select from the bid amount because that is what we're going to be referencing to. We're going to select from bid amount to the potential revenue. We're going to select that. Next, we need to display our column index, and we're going to count from the bid amount to the potential revenue in which we selected, and this is 4. We're going to type in 4 there, put in the limiter, and we're going to type in false because we want to return the exact value that is referenced to the bid amount. So we can fill in the rest of the cell by either dragging or by double clicking to just fill in the rest of the functions in the cell. Next task says we should display our lost and won status in the status column in D3 using the VLOOKUP function. So we're going to repeat the same thing we did in cells D3 using the VLOOKUP function. What we're going to do is that we're going to type in our function equals to VLOOKUP, then select our lookup value, which is cells B3. We're going to head up to worksheet 2, and we're going to select our bid amount to where the status column is, then as our table array. Next thing, we need to display the column index. So we're just going to count 1, 2, and type in 2 there. Then next, type in false to return the exact match we're looking for, and then click on OK. Like I said, you can either drag down or double click to fill in the rest of your cells. The last task is to display the lost values in the status in the status column to show as gray. So if you want to know how I did it with conditional formats, go and check out the first video I created on Worksheet 1. I'll drop the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, kindly give it a thumbs up, like and share with your family. Thank you guys. Mwah.